You're tuned in to the Ross Tucker Football Podcast, guiding your gridiron journey, none other than your host, former NFL lineman, Ross Tucker.
Oh, yeah, it is. But it's not just any Ross Tucker Football Podcast. It is a Finish Strong Friday, presented, of course, by DraftKings. Not only a Finish Strong Friday, it is a Picks Friday where I make my pick for the 15 remaining games, Week 16 in the NFL, as well as a Winners Friday, because I love giving out signed press passes or football cards or pictures to those of you that just go a little bit extra. Obviously, love all of you, but those of you that do a little thing extra to help the shows and really to help yourself, well, you should be rewarded. Like Joel Buckwalter, the Spread the Word winner this week. All he did was email me, ross@rosstucker.com, with a Spotify review. Thank you, Joel. That's all we ask. Those reviews help a lot. It's crazy easy to do. Let me know which press pass you want, Joel. How about the sponsor confirmation email winner, Ron Poliquin? He got tickets to a game, I think it was the Eagles game maybe, on the Game Time app, which is an incredible app. And honestly, like tremendous gift to be able to give someone. I'll get into that a little bit later. I should remind everybody, it's not too late to get somebody in your life a customized story written by a professional all about them. Looks like it's on the cover of the newspaper. It's called myfrontpagestory.com. Just a reminder, if you get one of those, make sure you forward the confirmation to me, ross@rosstucker.com. I guarantee to sign and send you a press pass. The YouTube shout out, Bill Horning, youtube.com/Ross Tucker NFL. Bill, let me know who you want the video for. And then the patron of the day, patreon.com/RT Media, Tim Watkins. Big show time.
The Big Show.
All right, Ross. After starting the season 3-6, the Rams are now in firm control of a wild card spot with a big 30-22 win over the Saints.
They really are. You know, the first half of this game in particular, really the whole game, but there was a theme. The Saints would march like on an 8 or 9 play drive, and it looked good, and Carr's getting the ball out and completing the passes to Olave, and okay, here we go, Saints. Then Derek Carr gets sacks himself out of field goal range for the Saints. Then the Rams had an awesome drive, and they went for it on 4th down. Nakua gets a touchdown. Okay. By the way, there was a lot of that. There was a lot of Rams driving, a lot of Nakua, who's just an awesome NFL player already. He's not just like a good rookie, like he's just a good player. Then the Saints do another thing where they drive. This time, so the first drive, Jack, the Saints punted it from the 37-yard line. The 37-yard line. Indoors. If you punt from the 37-yard line indoors, you need a different kicker. That's a 54-yard field goal in the NFL, indoors. Then they go for it on their second drive. On 4th and 5, Carr takes a sack. And it's so funny to see these people tweet me, that was the line's fault, man. Yeah, but that was the line's fault. No. Yes, a lineman got beat. You can't take a sack on 4th down. What are we even doing? Throw the ball down the field. Throw the ball up for grabs. Do anything other than taking a sack. It's 4th down. You're literally losing yardage that you're giving the other team. Like, what are we talking about here? Throw the ball high up in the air down the field. It's not good. Anyway, I thought the end of the first half was really where the game was won or lost, Jack, because, well, first of all, Derek Carr did hit Shaheed on a bomb. I can't believe Rashid Shaheed went to Weber State. Like, he's as fast as almost anybody in the NFL. Like, he's a unbelievable deep threat. He must have killed it at Weber State. Anyway, it's 10-7 The Saints get a stop against the Rams. They're moving the ball, and then they go for it with like a minute left on fourth down and give the Rams, who had all 3 timeouts, great field position. Rams go down, get a touchdown end of the half. That was kind of it, right? Like that was kind of, they're up 10. Then third quarter, Carr has a bad interception. I mean, next thing you know, it was like 30-7 Rams. The Saints made it close late, but I would say there were several. And I like them. Remember, Jack, the first game of the year for CBS, I met Dennis Allen and did that game, Titans-Saints. Man, he had several questionable calls last night. Just not real good. It just wasn't. The onside kick late, the punt I already talked about from the 37. For the Rams, they look like someone you don't want to play. I mean, not only is it Puka Nacua and Kyron Williams and Stafford's playing exceptional, but then on defense, some of these young guys, Byron Young, Colby Turner, these guys both have 6 sacks as rookie D linemen. It's really, really impressive. Almost as impressive as getting tickets for someone for Christmas or the holidays. There's no better gift because they're excited when they get him and then they can look forward to it. And that's especially the case if you get them the tickets on the Game Time app because you can even show them. You can see the view from your seat before you buy it or after you buy it. So you can show them what the seat will look like, what the view will look like. They've got the all-in prices. And for you, in terms of a gift to get somebody for the holidays, you can buy it in seconds. It's like 2 taps. The Game Time guarantee means you always get the best price, which is awesome. All that means is if you find tickets in the same section in a row for less, they'll actually credit you 110% of the difference. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code ROSS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. So again, create an account and redeem code ROSS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
Want to know which team is going to win every single game on Sunday? Then listen up.
All right, we'll start in the AFC North. We got the Cincinnati Bengals at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pretty hard to go ahead and pick the Steelers to win a game right now, isn't it? Strange. These teams feel like they've flipped. Oh, the Bengals have been good lately, but the Bengals are surging with a backup quarterback like it feels like the Steelers do all the time late in seasons. But instead, it's the Bengals. I don't expect there to be a ton of points in this one. Mason Rudolph gets the start for the Steelers. Cam Hayward did clear concussion protocol, so they'll have Cam Hayward. They'll have TJ Watt. Those guys give them a chance to keep it close. Maybe Mason Rudolph gives them a spark. It would be very Steelerish, Steeleresque, just when you've left them for dead, for them to come alive and play well in this game. But I can't predict that or pick that to happen after what I've seen, these last 3 games from those guys. Give me Cincinnati. I'll say 20-13. 20-16. Bengals defense isn't that great. 20-16 Bengals.
Next, we have a 1964 and 1965 AFL Championship rematch. Buffalo Bills at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Were they already the San Diego Chargers then?
I forget exact. I didn't see that part. I believe they were San Diego at that point.
Or were they LA Chargers?
I don't think they were LA Chargers. I am confirming as we speak, but I am almost certain that they were the San Diego Chargers at that point in time. Survey says...
I feel bad, by the way, as you're looking that up. I feel like, can you imagine, like you grow up in San Diego, and then all of a sudden they take your team? Like that's just hard to imagine. Like, Jack, where you and I are from, can you imagine if the Eagles went to a different city?
Oh my! It would have been like Baltimore.
I mean, I have no idea. Like, people, they would like close the city. They would like, and by the way, that's how people in Cleveland are. They're the same way. That must have been unbelievable.
So they were in LA for 1 year in 1960, and then they were San Diego from 61 through 2017 or whatever that was.
You know why?
Why?
Because they're the San Diego Superchargers. San Diego Chargers. That was my first NFL game ever, regular season, 2001. Redskins at the Chargers. Now it would be the Commanders in LA. Wild. I like the Bills. They're on a roll. You can't lose this game. You can't even make this game competitive if you're the Bills. Doesn't sound like Keenan Allen will play or Joey Bosa. Sounds like the Chargers are kind of already pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. Do you know what that song that is, Jack?
That's Shoot by Salt and Pepper, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it
I
is.
never know the names of songs or even who the musician is. I just know like phrases from songs. Like when I think that the Chargers have packed it in, the first thing that comes to my brain is pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. And then I don't know the rest. The rest, like if I'm dancing, the rest, Jack, I just be like this. Yeah. Like, because I don't really know the words.
Wait, no, pack it in. That's jump. Isn't that jump around? Yeah, it's jump around.
Yeah, jump around.
I don't know why I thought it. I don't know why I thought it was shoot.
Jump up, and get down. There you go, Jack. Finally.
I don't know. That was an
11 minutes into the
hold on,
podcast, providing value. I love it. All right, so I got the Bills big. I don't think they're going to let the Chargers hang around. Let's say 27-17 Buffalo. Probably a pretty good survivor pick if you're still in one of those.
Your survivor / knockout / whatever you call it, pick of the week.
Oh, by the way, Jack, while we're talking about it, if you like my picks and you want to just enjoy them, make it easier on yourself. Ordering on DoorDash. Now you can root for your squad or my squad or your fantasy squad or your picks while your food and drinks are on the way. So that means burgers, chips, dips, soda, pizza, wings, and so much more. It's delivered straight to your door. And Jack, it's the weekend. It's the freaking weekend. Drink some Labatt Blue Lights tonight, tomorrow night, Sunday, Monday with your friends, probably your family because it's the holidays. Always enjoy responsibly. Beer, Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York. That's a song too, by the way. It's the freaking weekend. I don't know who sings that one either.
I don't know that one.
My brain is too footballified.
We'll move to the Colts at the Falcons.
Colts. I like the Colts to win the game. Falcons, boy, they have some bad losses this year. The Falcons had a golden opportunity to win that division this year. Doesn't look like they're going to get it done. This would be gigantic if Heineke can get them this win. Not predicting that to happen over a Colts team that's really been on a roll as of late. Give me the Gardner group. I don't think there's a ton of points in the game. 20-17, the Gardner group. That's
Next
the Colts,
we've got.
by the way. Oh, by the way, look, the Colts are underdogs. That's so interesting. All right, underdogs, Colts.
Ross's underdog of the week.
Next, we've got the Green Bay Packers are at the Carolina Panthers.
Packers slumping. Panthers found a way to get a win. I don't see both of those trends continuing. I do think the Packers will win this game to keep their playoff hopes alive. And the Panthers are probably still celebrating that they won last week's game. Give me Green Bay. Panthers defense is pretty decent, so I'll say Green Bay 23-16.
Next, we had what would have been Deshaun Watson's return to Houston, the Browns at the Texans.
Yeah, this should have been Deshaun Watson against C.J. Stroud. Instead, it's likely going to be Joe Flacco against Case Keenum. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Like how often those guys are like still in the league and those guys are still starting games. Guys like that. I mean, it pays to be competent. Because of the no Stroud, the Browns are actually favored now. I can't take Keenum to beat the Browns in this defense. You gotta win this game if you're the Browns against Keenum. I think the Browns do win the game. I don't think the Texans offense is very good without Stroud. Their defense played well, really well against the Titans. I think the Brownies get to 10-5, man. The Browns could win 12 games this year. This is nuts. If they do that, just hand Stefanski the Coach of the Year award, which, by the way, I wrote about this week. Check it out, 33rd Team, or check me out. I think I posted it to my social, at Ross Tucker NFL. Cleveland. This is a lower scoring game, Jack. Get your mind right. Cleveland, 19. Houston, 15.
Next, we got an NFC North battle. Lions at the Vikings.
This one's tough. This one I've kind of gone back and forth on because the Vikings defense is legit. Mullins did some really positive things, but, they also still lost the game to the Bengals because Mullins turns it over. I know that the Lions want nothing more than to clinch the NFC North in Minnesota. I think the Vikings are going to win it. I'm going to take the Vikings. I think it's an upset. I think it's Vikings' last stand at home, and I think they get it done. 24-23 Minnesota. Underdogs, Jackie.
Ross's Underdog of the Week.
Next, we've got this week's Someone's Gotta Win Bowl. Commanders at the Jets.
Someone's got to win and further hurt their draft stock for no reason whatsoever because they're going nowhere and they can't even get a winning season for pride at this point. I'll go Commanders because I guess Trevor Siemian appears likely to start for the Jets. This is a sad football game. That's kind of a sad game. Let's go Commanders. Not a lot of points with the Jets D. Let's have some fun with it. Commanders 10-9 over the Jets.
Next, we've got Seattle Seahawks at the Tennessee Titans.
Ooh. I'm going to take the Titans. Oh, you know what, though? Levis he hasn't been practicing. He got that ankle injury. Although Tannehill would still come in and play pretty well. I'm taking the Titans. The Seahawks got that big win, but it was Monday night, short week, on the road in Nashville. Titans are still mad about that overtime loss. Whether it's Tannehill, because even if Tannehill plays, he's kind of playing for a job next year. So I'm going to take Tannehill and the Titans. Let's say 19-16. Titans win the game. Are they underdogs? I would think that they would be, but maybe not. Yeah, they are underdogs. 3.5. All right. We are picking up. Is that 3 underdogs so far?
Yeah, it is. That's
Colts,
third underdog.
Vikings, Titans?
Correct.
I should have picked more of these, bet on more of these on the Even Money podcast.
Ross's Underdog of the Week.
We've got the battle for whatever part of Florida you thought either of these teams were from. Jacksonville Jaguars at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, dude, I was way off. What show was that? Oh, that was Even Money. I was way off. I've been getting hammered by my buddies that listen to the show. My one buddy said, Tampa is southwest of Orlando, 2 units, best bet. I'm going to take the Bucs. No Trevor Lawrence for the Jags. This is going to get dicey for the Jags to even make the playoffs now. Doesn't sound like he's going to be able to play. So Beathard on the road against Baker and the boys? Heck no. Give me Baker and the boys. And I think it's 23-16 Tampa. I'm pretty sure they're favored, and they are. Yep.
Next, we've got a must-lose game for either of these teams. Cardinals at the Bears.
The Bears. It's actually not a must-lose game. I'll tell you why. Eberflus is coaching for his job. And actually, both of these quarterbacks, whether they know it or not, are playing for their jobs, right? Either where they are or in another city. So, I mean, look, everybody that goes out in the NFL field always tries to play the best of their ability. We know this. But especially these guys, they're playing for their careers and their futures. I like the way the Bears have played lately. They just haven't been able to close some of these games out. I think the Bears win it. Bears defense is pretty darn good. I'll say 20-16 Chicago.
Dallas Cowboys are at the Miami Dolphins.
How about them Cowboys? I'm going to take the Dolphins. I'll believe that the Cowboys can go on the road and win one of these big games when I actually see them do it. They have not done it. The key to this game really will be whether or not the Dolphins' O-line can hold up. Dolphins are only a 1-point favorite. I'm thinking points. I'm thinking fun game. How about 31-30 Dolphins?
New England Patriots at the Denver Broncos.
The Sunday night football game. I like Denver for all the reasons everybody already knows. This to get them up back to having a winning record, which is nice, and keep them right there in the mix for the playoffs in the AFC. Denver, 22. New England, 18.
Next, we've got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Before we move on to the Christmas slate, Jack, you should know that in football, the fourth quarter is where the magic happens. It's where the games are won, where champions are made. Well, really, it's no different than business. That's where sales teams become legends. That's why HubSpot built Sales Hub, to give sales reps like you, the guy in the car listening right now, the deal-making tools they need to win their Q4. Sales Hub's prospecting workspace organizes your schedule, goals, and to-do list in one place to save your team precious fourth quarter time. Smart sequences help sales reps close deals faster than ever. So get ready to dominate Q4 with Sales Hub. Learn more at HubSpot.com/sales.
Thoughts on the Raiders and the Chiefs?
Yeah, this would be, if Antonio Pierce won this game, they might announce him as the head coach now. Like, they might give it to him now. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they're going to win the game. I think the Chiefs get this dub. 27-17 Chiefs. I think that might have been the same score they had against New England last week.
Next game features one of the very few ever Jack Connell undisputed bet of the centuries, Giants at the Eagles.
What's the bet of the century?
Boston Scott anytime touchdown.
That's funny. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, I like the Eagles to win the game. I'll say this, I'm calling this game for Westwood One national radio on Monday, Christmas Day. So if you guys are driving around, going to family's house or leaving or coming back or whatever, please find me on the dial. I get a kick out of you guys tweeting at me or post on social media that you're listening, or maybe you do a video or a picture the whole family listening to the dulcet, I don't even really know what dulcet is, but dulcet tones of moi. I like the Eagles to win the game. I do think the Giants are better than maybe their record indicates. There's a reason why Tommy Cutlets is 3-1 in his last 4 games. Their defense is playing pretty good for Wink Martindale. Tommy DeVito can run, but the Eagles have to win this game. At home, Christmas Day, the Giants still aren't a quote-unquote good team. I'll take the Eagles 23-14, something like that.
So Oxford Dictionary defines dulcet as a sweet and soothing, especially of sound.
Do you think my voice is... Hey, Jack, do you think my voice is sweet and soothing?
Gonna take a pass on that one.
Okay.
We'll move forward to the game of the season. We've got the Baltimore Ravens. They are at the San Francisco 49ers.
I'll go Niners. They're very, very good. This would be a super duper impressive win for the Ravens. I think I might feel a little bit differently about this game if the Ravens were healthier, but no Mark Andrews. Although Isaiah Likely stepping up and playing well, and then even losing Keaton Mitchell, I feel like they needed a guy like that to be able to give them some juice out of the backfield, make some plays. They don't have it. Give me the Niners. I think it's going to be a good game. I hope it's a good game. How about like 24-21 San Francisco gets the win. Before I forget, Jack, since we're ending the show, schedule. We will release the college draft on Sunday with Emory. College draft being released on Sunday. And then we will have a Christmas morning episode. Format will be a little bit different. It'll just be an interview on Monday. Then I'll recap all the games Tuesday, do power rankings on Wednesday. So flipping things a little bit. Have a terrific holiday weekend. I think we're done here.
Thanks for tuning in to the Ross Tucker Football Podcast. Make sure to also check out Even Money, Fantasy Feast, and College Draft, all on the DraftKings Network, YouTube, or subscribe to the podcast on your favorite platform.
Shout out to myfrontpagestory.com. It is definitely not too late to get your loved one the gift that lasts a lifetime. A professionally written story all about what makes them so special and unique. Pretty sure they'll cry if you get it for them. BackOfficeSchedule.com, SteakhouseSports.com, HumanHeadNYC.com, Sporticulture, and Pizza Boy Brewing.